I am somehow fucking tired on a Saturday afternoon. Wanna know why probably? It's probably because I did a fucking upload today already, to say the least. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to an episode of Lucas E. on YouTube, with your Lucas E. Wrestling Report for episode number 4 for July 5th, 2025. Like I said, I already uploaded my SmackDown review today. Go check that out. Upload around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and East Coast of Syracuse, New York as well. I am fucking tired already. And it's only 6:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm still yet to fucking upload it. I'm not to upload. I upload my SmackDown review, but my god, bro. I sometimes am... And wow, it is fucking hot, so I have my AC playing. I'm sorry if I don't fucking hear that, to say the least. Well, you're back here with your Lucas E. Wrestling Report for episode number 4. Well, let's go right on your topics today. It's a pretty jam-packed, a lot of news to say the least. A lot of small news, not big enough news to say the least. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. I'm gonna be doing a thumbnail, a custom thumbnail for today. I don't know what I'm quite doing off the top of my head. Probably do it with the Zelina Vega story I want to discuss. That's fucking ridiculous in my opinion from WWE. So we're gonna do that. I'm probably just do a Zelina Vega thumbnail, how she was done dirty from WWE. We'll discuss her fucking statement she said about her WWE Women's United States Championship run. We're gonna discuss that in a minute. Spoiler alert. We're discussing Jelly Roll's upcoming WWE role expected to extend beyond initial scope. Oh, fucking boy. Jelly Roll on WWE television. Fucking lovely. So, nobody fucking ever. We're also some WWE's Cody Rhodes reportedly cast in New York Street Fighter film alongside Roman Reigns. It's got a lot of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns fans up in arms about that, to say the least. Those two fan bases going at each other once again, to say the least. Also, in WWE's, Rey Mysterio provides update on his groin injury and timeline for his return. Discuss that. Also, some Backstage report sheds more light on AJ Styles' WWE contract status. Also, speaking of devil, Zelina Vega, so she learned about her WWE Women's United States title win an hour ahead of time. We'll discuss that. Also, some Backstage news on Scarlett's WWE contract status in wake of the Karrion Kross report. Discuss that. Also, Darren Young. Remember him in primetime players with Titus O'Neil? Darren Young, former WWE Tag Team Champions with Titus O'Neil. Darren Young reportedly backstage at AEW Dynamite Collision taping this week. Discuss that. Also, Darby Allin expected to return to AEW very soon. It's not hard as rocket scientists figure that out if you actually climb Mount Everest. We're discussing that. Also, some Backstage report on Sting potentially showing up at All In, Texas in 2025. It takes place a week from today, by the way. Discuss that. Also, AEW's Jim Ross shares great news and health update. We're going to discuss that. Backstage update, a cast doubt on reports about Britt Baker leaving AEW. Discuss that. Also, finishing up with your former WWE star Isla Dawn, expected to sign with AEW. Discussing all in today's report. Glad you joined me. As always, on episode 4, Lucas E. Wrestling Report for July 5th, 2025, and Lucas E. on YouTube. Starting with, you guessed it, Jelly Roll's upcoming WWE role expected to extend beyond initial scope. Tennessee musician Jelly Roll is scheduled for next week's Friday Night SmackDown in his home state of Tennessee, obviously. According to the report from WrestleVotes, it's likely to begin of a longer series of appearances. The insider social media account stated that people within the company are expecting Jelly Roll to continue appearing for WWE in the near future while he is on tour. It was noted that Jelly Roll is off the weekend of SummerSlam in August. While it has yet to be revealed what Jelly Roll is set to do on next week's SmackDown, reports implication is that he'll be involved in the storyline leading up to SummerSlam. This year will mark the first time that the event takes place over 2 nights, August 2nd, August 3rd, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, obviously. I'll be honest, I don't like this. I don't honestly like it. You probably tell the top of the show. Like, seriously, he's probably not going to wrestle. I don't think he'll wrestle, knock on wood. Hope the guy doesn't fucking wrestle. That'd be fucking awful, in my opinion. But seriously, if he's there, he better be doing something very minor. Very minor, very minor hope. Because, my God, if he's in a wrestling capacity, that would be fucking stupid. Even to someone like The Miz or something, watch something like that happen. Don't ever want to put that in the universe and watch that actually come to fruition. I hope I hope the God doesn't happen, obviously, so wait and find what Joey Rhodes does on SmackDown. I'm probably going to SummerSlam on August 2nd and August 3rd. We'll keep you updated on that for sure. Yeah, WWE's Cody Rhodes reportedly cast in new Street Fighter film alongside Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns have been arch rivals over the last few years in WWE. Gee, you don't say. But the duo will be on the side as a part of the Street Fighter live action movie. They have been both cast in, obviously. As per Deadline, the film based on a video game series of the same name will feature Rhodes as Julie. I guess how you say Julie. While Reigns will portray the Akama, I think that's how you say that, character from the video game series, the movie, which will be directed by Katoi Sakura. Don't know if I'm saying that right. A lot of mispronouncing these names, to say the least. Will also feature rapper 50 Cent, comedian and actor Andrew Schultz, and actors like Jason Momoa. There's probably comparisons to Roman Reigns, honestly. Kalina Liang and Andrew Koji, to name a few. The movie, the report claims that has been in development for over 2 years and is scheduled to be released sometime in 2026. A movie of the same name was released in 1994, which starred Jean-Claude Van Damme and Kylie Minogue. Oh, freaking weird-ass names, to say the least. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. So arch rivals from WrestleMania 40 and 39, to say the least. So when you find out these two men doing this movie, I'm not going to watch it per se. It doesn't look interesting to me whatsoever. But if you guys are interested in this, the movie is coming out sometime in 2026. So wait until 2026 to see Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns in the same film, to say the least. Moving on, WWE's Rey Mysterio provides update on his groin injury and timeline for his return. Former World Heavyweight Champion Rey Mysterio has been away from WWE programming outside of the Rugu appearances at events like Worlds Collide, where he celebrated a WWE/AAA partnership as he rests up for an injury. In an interview with La Plantica, I don't want to fucking say these words today, man. Mysterio gave an update on his condition. I tore my groin a day before WrestleMania from the left side, which I would say is my weakest side because I had probably 11 ACL tears and meniscus issues. Holy shit, 11 ACL tears? Damn, Ray. That is freaking insane, to say the least. This knee is pretty bad. It's bone on bone, Mysterio said. I started my physical therapy, not to mention I had a busted eardrum. Oh my god, has this man been through enough or what? As well as I fixed my time during my time off. I'm on the road to recovery. I should be back hopefully by August. Mysterio says he feels quite lucky over the fact that despite his various injuries, he's quite physically healthy otherwise. My back is clean, my neck is clean, Mysterio reported, happily knowing how much abuse my back and neck usually take from professional wrestlers. Because of everything I do, my knees are the ones in jeopardy, end quote. Definitely wish Rey Mysterio nothing but the best. You think he's 50 years old, something like that? He's still a very fun wrestler, though he is today. Is he one of the best wrestlers in the world? It's eye of the beholder. Is he very fun at what he does? Yes, he is. But I could see him having maybe a farewell tour maybe in a couple of years, so maybe next year. You can definitely say that for sure. You should definitely wait and see Rey Mysterio. We'll even see him back roughly by August, like you said in this report, to say the least. Yeah, the Backstage Report sheds more light on AJ Styles' WWE contract status. WWE's AJ Styles is nearing the end of his pro wrestling career, and seemingly his WWE contract as well, with a new report discussing whether he has signed a new deal, which is rumored to be expiring soon. Fightful Select cited a previous report of theirs from 2024, which had claimed that his deal was set to expire. However, his injury may have paused his contract. The report states that Styles' contract may be expired by now, and those familiar with Styles reported that the Phenomenal One may have signed a 1-year extension with the promotion. However, the report added that there are no details on when it will expire or when he inked the extension. Neither WWE nor Styles confirmed the outlet regarding this contract extension rumors. Now, I don't know personally what AJ Styles wants to do and end his pro wrestling career. But my opinion is it's probably more likely to be with WWE. Now people are throwing around the rumor that he should leave WWE, go to AEW, wrestle Kenny Omega in an epic dream match. Which is not, I highly doubt that's going to happen, people. Let's be fucking real. That is never going to happen. Unless miraculously AJ Styles just let out his contract, or AEW and Tony Khan with Kenny Omega going to bad terms or something like that. I highly doubt they're going to ever see that match. Did we see, I don't know if you saw independent scenes or anything like that. I highly doubt we did. But seriously. I think AJ Styles in 2026, 2027 should be like John Cena, go on a retirement tour, wrestle old guys, maybe I don't know. I'd like to see him and John Cena's farewell tour one more time. But that's just me. Some guys like that. But Styles, I don't know, Roman Reigns again, Seth Rollins again, to say at least guys like that. So wait and find out what AJ Styles does the rest of his career in WWE. Keep updating him for sure. He's one of my favorite professional wrestlers right now, in all honesty. Before we get back to the I'm going to promote one thing on my YouTube. Lucas E. Allen in music, to say the least. Go subscribe to that Lucas E. Allen on YouTube, to say the least. So it's all things pop culture and music, to say the least as well. So go subscribe to my YouTube, Lucas E. Allen music, to say the least. So I'll get you back to the upload. Moving on, Zelina Vega says she learned about WWE Women's United States title win an hour ahead of time. On the SmackDown after WrestleMania 41, Zelina Vega's dreams of singles gold became a reality when she dethroned Chelsea Green as the WWE Women's United States Champion. Despite feuding with Green for weeks, Vega has revealed that her title win actually came as a last-minute surprise to her. So first of all, I didn't even know I was winning. It's good old freaking W for you, to say the least. Until a good hour before the show. So it's one of those things where you don't really believe it until you hear about it. Vega told a Lightweights podcast. When I heard my name, this is a moment that you notice I started to get emotional. On the ramp, that's when I started to get emotional about it. Still, when I pinned her, I was still in the moment, and I'm not really thinking. I was in the work mode, and then all of a sudden I became Thea on the ramp. That was the moment. It was insane. It was just something that you don't really plan to feel. Then all of a sudden you're just like, I'm 8 years old again, end quote. That's great for Zelina Vega. Don't get me wrong. I'm proud of her for being the United States champion at least once in her career. But my God, man, the part where she said, it was the last minute, basically, thing, she was the last, hour before the fucking title win she got. That is fucked up on WWE's part, just to say the least. Because, my God, man, you all thought Vince McMahon was bad with, last minute fucking booking decisions. I'm not saying the booking decision was bad per se. It was actually very good, but it might be a hot take to some people, or Zelina Vega haters don't want to hear about that or not. My God, bro. Seriously. How can you have this woman who's getting better and better week by week when it comes to in-ring ability, already one of the best, probably the best microphone involved in women's, mic skills of women's division for all professional wrestling. And just like that, she loses her title to Julia in like the middle of the fucking SmackDown. Before Saudi Arabia, when they're in Saudi Arabia. Before the night before the Night of Champions PLE. Like, that was fucking done fucking filthy if I ever seen any for Zelina Vega. She was done absolutely fucking dirty by that creative decision from Triple H and Paul Triple H Levesque to say the least. There's no reason on God's green earth you can defend this fucking story besides Zelina Vega being emotional. I'm very proud for her being emotional. It's a big accomplishment for her. She won her first ever singles gold in WWE. I get that. Not slamming that part whatsoever. I'm actually proud for her for that. But my God, bro, how you expect to defend Triple H here? By giving us a last-minute fucking decision for a title win for Zelina Vega, first ever singles gold in WWE. Oh, Lucas, it's only Zelina Vega. She don't matter long-term. That's not the point, idiots. That's not the fucking point I'm trying to make. We all thought Vince McMahon was like last-minute decision. Thank God, he was bad in general, I'll give you that. But Triple H ain't that much better. Let's be real. Let's call it right down the fucking middle. To say the least. To wrap up the segment of Lucas Young Wrestling Report for episode number 4. Moving on. Backstage news on Scarlett's WWE contract status in wake of Karrion Kross report. Following recent reports about Karrion Kross's contract situation, oh my God, you're fucking fireworks outside my house! What else is fucking new? Unbelievable. In that last segment, Zelina Vega and fucking fireworks, man. It's fucking comical. Unbelievable. It's all fucking week long, bro. Hey, new reports provide details about the contract status of his wife and fellow WWE star Scarlett. Now you hear a fucking bike. This is fucking ridiculous, bro. Now you hear a fucking bike. What else is new? As per FIFO Select, Scarlett's contract with WWE will expire at the same time as Kross's, but both of them signed 3-year deals with the promotion when they rejoined the company in 2022. Her contract, like her husband's, will likely expire sometime next month, as per the report. The report also claimed that those backstage in WWE think that the duo will be re-signed, owing to Kross being used more on television and featuring a WWE PLE recently. By basically Night Champions against Sami Zayn, to say the least. I'll be honest, man. Before you heard of fucking bikes and fireworks, I was trying to explain to you is fucking, like, Scarlett is very good as a manager. I like her and Kross as a duo, husband and wife duo, to say the least. If one of them leaves the company, I feel like the other one's screwed, honestly. If Kross leaves the WWE, if Scarlett leaves WWE, or one or the other, I feel like either one is screwed. If they leave together, that's a different story. But if they leave, one of them leaves and one of them stays, I feel like that's not a great decision on their part, to say the least. So I hope WWE will get them on their contract and everything, get them a contract extension, to say the least. Moving on. Darren Young reportedly backstage at AEW Dynamite Collision taping this week. The 300th episode of AEW Dynamite took place Wednesday night, obviously. And a former WWE star was there just to take action. The action, according to FIFO Select, Fred Roser, a.k.a. Darren Young in WWE, was backstage at Dynamite in Southern California. Roser is an active member of the New Japan Pro Wrestling roster, and he previously expressed interest in working with AEW. Though the update did not indicate if any progress has been made on that front, his previous pitch was able to work a tag team with Sonny Kiss. Oh my God, Sonny Kiss, remember him? Not great whatsoever. Who is no longer on the company's roster, obviously. For obvious reasons, because he fucking sucked, in all honesty. Not a fan of Sonny Kiss whatsoever. And what kind of a pitch is that, Mr. Darren Young? I gotta be honest, what the fuck kind of a creative pitch is that? It's unbelievable. Wrestlers can be creative pitches in AEW, say at least. Like, oh my God, Sonny Kiss and Darren Young as a tag team. Oh boy. No, thank you whatsoever. But I'm not interested in it anyways. Even if he was an AEW, he was a single wrestler. What is he gonna fucking do in that bloated fucking roster? That guys like, I don't know, Kevin Knight can't do, or Speedball Mike Bailey can't do, and etc. Like, what the fuck? What do we need Darren Young for? I just don't get the hype whatsoever. Darren Young, potentially an All Elite wrestler to say the least. Moving on. Darby Allin expected to return to AEW very soon. One of All Elite Wrestling's top stars has been away from the company throughout 2025, but the All In Texas on July 12th of 2025, right around the corner. A major return could be on the cards. According to a recent report from Sean Rossap of FIFO Select, former AEW TNT champion Darby Allin is expected to return to the company imminently. That many people within AEW would be surprised that Allin didn't at least make an appearance at Globe Life Field in 10 days' time. While Fightful has not learned of any creative plans for Allin at the time of the writing, he's apparently ready to compete if needed as his voyage to the top of Mount Everest. The reason why he has been off AEW TV for all of 2025 so far went off without a problem, and Allin happy to get back in the ring, and AEW needs to do so. So there you go. This is an obvious fucking article. Once he climbed Mount Everest and he climbed all the way to the top, we all knew he was going to turn to AEW anyways. So what kind of report is this from Sean Rossap of FIFO Select that we already didn't fucking know of? Like, we already knew that Darby Allin was going to be on his way back to AEW once he climbed Mount Everest. He probably will show up at All In Texas and probably the Casino Gauntlet match. Hope the guy doesn't win that, but should be going to MJF, to say the least. That's what I feel about that situation for sure. Before we get back to today's Lucas Eon Wrestling Report for episode number 4 for July 5th, 2025, just want to promote my Twitter, twitter.com or x.com, I'm going to fucking name it. X or twitter.com/Lucas Eon to discuss all things news of pop culture, or sports, wrestling, to say the least. So go follow my Twitter, twitter.com/Lucas Eon or x.com/Lucas Eon to say the least. Now let's get you back to the Lucas Eon Wrestling Report for episode number 4 for July 5th, 2025. Speaking of Darby, let's get to his former partner Sting. Backstage report on Sting potentially showing up at AEW All In 2025. On Wednesday, it was reported by that All Elite Wrestling star Darby Allin expected to return to the company imminently, like I just mentioned, with many in the promotion anticipating that he'll make an appearance at AEW All In Texas on July 12th. However, in addition to Allin being set for an in-ring action in the near future, another major star could be also making his return and potentially at All In Texas. According to FIFO Select, there has been ongoing discussions about the icon Sting making a possible cameo appearance at All In Texas. If AEW announces that Allin will be featured at the event, the internal speculation is that Sting would be involved in his former tag team partner on the show. FIFO also notes that Sting had been rumored for the event is not surprising, as he lives in Texas and made a shock appearance at All In Texas ticket sale on sale event in December. Sting also informed fans that he expects to attend AEW's biggest show of the year and would also be doing a signing and photo op at StarCast, to say the least. So do we see Darby Allin and Sting come out potentially at All In? It's definitely possible. But please, like I said in the Darby Allin segment, please don't have him win the Casino Gauntlet match and have him cash in later on Jon Moxley who beats Hangman and Page in a Texas death match. Please, no, Tony Khan, do not even think about fucking doing that, to say the least. But as for Sting making a cameo appearance at All In Texas, I don't mind that whatsoever. Sting, if you remember, he retired last year in 2024 at Revolution. But doesn't mean he can't make appearances for AEW. He made an appearance later that year in 2024, I believe, and make your voice crack, go figure. But I believe he can still make appearances, to say at least. I don't think he needs he doesn't need to wrestle anymore. That's the only reason. His in-ring career is now done. But it doesn't mean he can't make appearances, make him like a Sting leg drop or something like that, to say the least. Moving on, AEW's Jim Ross shares great news and health update. Following the announcement last week that he is cancer-free, Jim Ross has confirmed that he'll appear at AEW All In Texas next week. The news came via his podcast, Growing JR, where Ross also stated that he'll soon return to the convention, doing convention appearances. It's been very uplifting and motivational to see that so many people care about my health. Ross said, anybody out there needs a fat Okie to show up and sign autographs or take some pictures or whatever, let's do it. A fat Okie. Oh my god, Jim. Don't insult yourself like that, Jay, or you're an all-time fucking legend. Don't fucking call yourself fat, bro. I mean, come on, man. I know you're big, I get it, I get that point what you're saying, but you don't need to call yourself the extinct of fat. That's not a thing, bro. Come on, Jim. You don't need to do yourself dirty like that, JR. All seriousness aside, it's great to see Jim Ross in great health and great mindset and everything else. And it's good, hopefully looking forward, maybe he appears at All In Texas in the commentary booth one more time to say the least. Moving on to an update about Britt Baker. Backstage update cast doubt on reports about Britt Baker leaving AEW. Dr. Britt Baker DMD is someone who has managed to keep her name in the headlines despite being absent from AEW television for the majority of the past year. The former AEW Women's World Champion has not been seen on screen since November 2024. And between then and now, reports have circulated that the AEW president, Tony Khan, is tired of working with her. Oh, really, Tony? Oh, really? You're tired of working with Britt Baker? Maybe if you would stop causing fucking stupidity and drama backstage, maybe then you wouldn't be so up in arms about Britt Baker potentially having to cause havoc herself backstage. To say the least. Most of the locker room wants her out of the company, go figure, because they're sensitive just like Tony Khan. And most recently, Baker is actively looking their way out of All Elite Wrestling. However, the most recent report about Baker wanting out of AEW led to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reaching out to various sources who all said the same thing. Britt isn't going anywhere. Sources familiar with the Baker situation said the new report was news to them. Go figure. As they hadn't heard anything about her wanting out of leave the company. And that her Instagram story that also gathered momentum online was simply another inspirational quote that Baker regularly posts on her social feeds. Sure, bro. Yeah, that's totally the reason why. Come on, bro. John Cena does the same thing. Really? People in AEW that Fightful reached out to haven't been told about Baker leaving the company, and that those who haven't crossed paths with her on the convention circuit haven't heard anything either. Sure, bro, they wouldn't know fucking anything, to say the least. While Baker isn't booked for All In Texas or even at the StarCast convention over the same weekend, she still has a long time left on her AEW deal, with Fightful claiming that the amount of injury time AEW could add on potentially could have Baker sticking around until 2027. Good old petty Tony Khan, if that's the case. There were also reportedly plans to bring her back to TV in time for Double or Nothing in May before creative plans stalled. Probably because Tony Khan doesn't know what the fuck he wants to do with Britt Baker, to say the least. Just like everybody else, not named some select people, especially in the women's division, like Mercedes Moné and Tony Storm. Had a voice crack there, go figure. But my god, bro. If you're gonna fucking slam Britt Baker, I know Britt Baker is not the brightest backstage. I understand that, people. I've heard the stories. I know what I'm fucking talking about. I've done my research. But seriously, if you're going to slam only Britt Baker in this type of capacity, that's where you're fucking wrong. To say the least. Like, how can you fucking defend Tony Khan straight up about this? How can you defend him? There's nothing to fucking defend here. To say the least. To wrap this up. And finally, everyone, former WWE star Isla Dawn expected to sign with AEW. In recent months, a number of WWE stars have been making moves and new promotions, while Shotzi is now signed with Major League Wrestling, and didn't freaking know that until today, honestly. Fellow former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion Indy Hartwell has come aboard to TNA Wrestling. Elsewhere, former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Isla Dawn is partly on track to join AEW. According to WrestleVotes Radio, Dawn recently attended for an All Elite Wrestling television taping with the company headed by Tony Khan, said that he's to be heavily interested in her. That interest will soon materialize into something official, as Dawn is reportedly expected to work AEW shows in the near future. Her exact role in AEW program has not yet been seen. I would assume she works Ring of Honor. I would assume she works in Ring of Honor to start, and then work her way to AEW main roster television. Because I don't think she needs to be. I mean, I know the women's division is not booked well whatsoever. I'll give you credit for credit is due there. AEW's women's division has been built on two women: Mercedes Moné, I love dearly, and Toni Storm, I love dearly. Other than that, it's basically those two women. And the coincidence that are climbing each other all in Texas is a different story for another day, to say the least. So we'll also see how Isla Dawn does in AEW if she's on AEW main roster television or Ring of Honor, to say the least, as well. Keep an update on her for sure. I'm actually quite a fan of Isla Dawn. She's actually very underrated, I feel, in the ring. So that freaking voice crack there, go fucking figure, like the fucking all freaking day. Now here's your Lucas E. Allen Wrestling Report for episode number 4 for July 5th of 2025. Thank you all for watching. Lucas E. on YouTube for Lucas E. Allen Wrestling Report episode number 4 for July 5th of 2025. And hopefully, to knock on wood, be back tomorrow for more content on your YouTube channel, Lucas E. Allen, to say the least. Until tomorrow, for more content on Lucas E. on YouTube and all YouTube, to say the least. Peace, love, I'm out. Take care. Love y'all big time, to say the least.